What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Sandra and welcome to my world. I know I don't usually do that intro anymore like I used to, but I'm gonna try to do this video pretty quickly, or this little intro I guess pretty quickly, because there is a Florida storm on the way. I have my bedroom window open and probably gonna get a little noisy. You might hear some trees swaying in the background, a little thunder. Might see some lightning flashes, but we're gonna just go ahead and do it anyway. The title of this video, this one is the first part of my birthday tour. Like, I've been calling it that all month. It's just a couple things that I'm doing for my birthday just to have a little fun and kind of welcome in 35. I'm officially in my mid-30s, so I'm excited. I don't know, people kind of have like ups and downs about being in your 30s, but I've been enjoying it so far, and I'm pretty happy about how this particular birthday. So part one, we're starting in St. Louis, as you probably could tell already. It was my first time flying with my sister. She is a flight attendant for a major airline, and I haven't gotten to see her work since she started a few months ago, so this was very exciting for me to meet up with her. We met up in Atlanta. She was working a flight to Atlanta, and I flew from Tampa to Atlanta. I met her there, and then I got to fly on the flight that she was working to St. Louis, where we stayed at for, what was it, like a day? I think it was just one day. It was really cool. The only bad thing I would say about flying with my sister was that, of course, you know, they were being super kind and gracious to me, so they upgraded me to first class, but my sister was not working first class, so she was in like the main cabin in the back. But it was my first time ever flying first class. It was so nice. I got to sit right in the first row, right outside the, what's it called where the pilots sit? The cockpit. I got to sit right outside the cockpit, and it didn't even feel like a flight. Like, it was only an hour and some change, but that big seat and the like space that you get and like the leg room, it felt like I was sitting in a recliner that was moving. So I had a great time on that flight. Most of the vlog is just kind of footage from the trip. So couple things about St. Louis. I wasn't expecting much. My sister was telling me, you know, why would you want to come here for your birthday? And I'm just excited. I'm one of those people that I like to get out in different cities. I love doing touristy stuff. And I didn't even expect that the Gateway Arch was going to be a national park. I had no idea. I don't know how I missed that. But me and my husband, as you guys saw a couple videos ago, we have been trying to make it a goal to visit a lot more national parks. My brain is now scrambling because this baby keeps trying to talk to me. Can you stop? Here, right on the paper. Anyway, so I didn't know about the national park. I was so happy to see that. The arch was beautiful and huge. It was bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and the park was very nice to walk around. It wasn't like other national parks where there's like trails everywhere and like things to see. This one was kind of like right in the middle of downtown, like a green space in the middle of the city. But St. Louis was nice. I really liked the like scenery. It was very simple and like not too much to see and do, but I'm pretty sure there was a lot more than I got to see in like, what, 15 hours that we were there together, me and my sister. So we spent the day at the Gateway Arch, and then the night we went to this like margarita bar, cantina, I think it was called. It was called Mas Tequila, so I remember that. But we did like a little karaoke, which you guys will see, and I really enjoyed myself. I like St. Louis a lot. I think it was a very cool city, and it was just very brown. That's one thing I would say about it. It was definitely very brown. The food was really good. Barbecue, I feel like we could have gotten some better barbecue, but maybe the next time. And that was it. I had a great time. My sister thought that I was bored, but I think she's just a little more like on the go than me. I really enjoy being a tourist in any city, so I can find fun in anything I do. So that was that. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the first part of the video, and then I'll come back and pop in here and there to tell y'all about the things that didn't go so well, because there were a few things. So I know this was a long intro, but I hope you guys are excited for part one of my birthday tour. And if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I post a new video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Look at it, just shining in the sun. I think we're gonna try to go all the way up there. Some little windows where you can view elevator to the top. I used to come and talk to when me and my girl was having problems. Used to say it'll be okay. I need you, baby. It's finally July. I know I look so crusty. I just got to the airport, headed to my second day of birthday adventures. So yesterday I was in St. Louis, or right now I'm in St. Louis. Me and my sister had a great time. I got to go with her on her first flight that she was, well, my first time going with her on a flight that she was working. So much fun. And then we spent the day in St. Louis yesterday, and now I'm here at the airport again, because I was here yesterday. Now I'm going back to the, well, not home yet, because I'm going to Chicago first. So let's go on an adventure. TSA is looking a little crowded. Oh, look at that line. Yeah, it's not that bad though, actually. This is a cute airport. I think I'm gonna actually go check my bags. That way I could just chill in Atlanta. So we'll see. Because I hate getting on the flight and they tell you there's no room in the bins above, and then you just looking ugly. So, or you have to put your bag far away from where you're sitting at. So let's go. Alright, so I'm just popping back in here because, as you guys can see, the footage was just a little bit choppy. Anyway, so the first day went really good. We had a great time at the tequila bar. As you can see, there were so many good performers. Like, people were, it's supposed to be karaoke, but they have some real talent. As you can see, I don't have real talent. I was just playing around on the mic, so it was a little weird. But anyway, we had a great time at the park. The park was beautiful. It wasn't like other national parks where there's like trails everywhere and a lot of cliffs and mountains and all kind of stuff to see. It was just very like green space in the middle of the city type of thing. It was right downtown, and the arch was huge, bigger than I thought it was going to be. A couple things about it: they have tours, of course. I think I mentioned in the vlog earlier that they have an elevator to the top where you can go up there. There's like a little observatory that's built to camouflage into the arch, so you don't even really see it. But if you look closely at the top, you can see a little row of windows. But we didn't get to do it because we finally found the entrance. So we kept walking from back and forth to the one side of the arch to the other, trying to find the entrance, and we finally found it. But the last tour left at 7 o'clock and we got there at 7:08. So we didn't get to see it this time, but maybe next time we'll get to try it. So that was really nice. Then we went to the tequila bar, where I wish I would have got more footage because it was a lot of fun and those people were really great singers, unlike me and my sister. We were just playing around. But that was a great night. And then we just went back to the hotel and went to sleep. And then around 3:45 the next morning, I got up and took the what's it called? Metrolink. I took the Metrolink, which is St. Louis like train system. I took that around 3:45. I went down to the train station. I was supposed to take the first train, but I missed it by like 30 seconds because I didn't know how to validate my ticket. You have to buy the ticket. It comes out of a little machine, and then there's another little machine that you have to take that ticket to and stick it in there to validate. And I didn't know how to do that, so I was like Googling it, and just too much. So I missed the first train. I had to sit down there in the subway for like 15 minutes waiting for the next train. There was like creepy people down there. It was all men, like maybe 6 or 7 different men. Luckily, the security guard came out and made himself seen, so I felt a little more safe. But yeah, so I took the train. I went back to the airport, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show that footage basically I was supposed to be going to Chicago, as I'm going to say in the clip, which it makes me sad now because that trip was supposed to be like St. Louis and Chicago back to back. And then I went to the airport, and I am a standby passenger because I am my sister's companion. And so that means standby is like everybody else who paid for tickets gets on the flight first. And then there's standby people and employees and family of employees and retired people. Like all those people are in the group at the end where you get to see if other people who pay have missed their flights, or if there was empty seats on the plane that weren't purchased, like from whatever websites they're listing the tickets on. So unfortunately, the flight from St. Louis to Chicago was full, so I didn't get on. It's okay, you know, you just have to roll with the punches. It really sucked because it was like my birthday trip. I was super excited. I really wanted to go to Chicago. I had purchased a like boat tour ticket. Well, my husband purchased it for me as a birthday gift, and I didn't get to use it. So I had to beg the, it's called Chicago's First Lady. I had to email their customer service and beg them to give me a rain check, which thank God they agreed to. Thank God for that lady, Claudia. She is the best. But yeah, so I didn't get to go to Chicago. I ended up getting a flight from St. Louis to Atlanta instead because I figured, you know, they had other flights going to Chicago, but I wouldn't have made it there to have enough time to do what I needed to do and still catch my flight back home that evening. So I decided to just cut my trip short, go ahead and go home. That's how I ended up in Atlanta at the end of this vlog. And yeah, I went home early, which was nice because I got to see my kids. You know, of course, they're always sad when I don't take them with me wherever I go. So I went home early and then had to replan my Chicago trip, which is going to be the next video. So get excited for that. So things don't always work out as planned, but you know, sometimes you just got to be able to be flexible and know that, you know, it'll still happen one day. Maybe not today, but one day. So that was pretty much it for this vlog. I thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure you subscribe for more content because I plan to put up a lot more videos similar to these, kind of like travel vlog, fun, on the go type of videos and other content. So let's go ahead and get back into it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy birthday to me, 35. Bye guys. Good morning again from Atlanta, busiest airport in the world. I'm having breakfast at Pascal's. I got some eggs, potatoes, sausage, and a biscuit, and I have like 10 minutes to try to eat as much of it as I can before my flight at 9:55. It is 9:38 right now. See y'all in a minute.